Yeah. Yes, people, welcome to my player ratings after Manchester United have beaten Everton by 2-0, just like I said we would. Minus 2 goal difference to 0. Hold that.
Believe.
Yeah, Everton, 2 games this season, 3-0 at Goodison Park without reply. 2-0 here. Hold that, Everton. 5 goals on aggregate to 0. To 0 conceded. Hold that. Got to clutch at straws, man. Got to clutch at straws. Got to be shameless, you know what I'm saying? Right, Onana. I like what Onana's doing, man. Clean sheet for him. He's turning a corner. It's good to see him feeling confident. He's claiming a lot of crosses. The saves that he's making, like he should make, but I'm just glad he's making them. Some good bits of distribution, some other times not so much. But I just like what Onana's doing now. I'm just happy that he's doing it. I think 7's probably too high. I give him a 6. He was good today, and he's becoming, he says, touch wood, wherever it is, he's becoming more reliable. So that's all I want to see. I just want to see him be reliable. So yes, big up to Andre Onana. I'm going to give him a 6. Diogo Dalot, I thought he was strong, up and down, fit, powerful. A little bit wayward in terms of some of the final decisions in the final third, because collectively as a team he wasn't good. But I think he was good by Diogo Dalot's admission. He was fine. He gets a 6. Right centre back, Jonny Evans. You know what? I'm going to give Jonny Evans higher than I should, because I just love what he's doing, and it's out of a bad bunch. He's just continuing to prove that he's level-headed. He understands the game. He's a top pro, and he's one of our better players. So I'm going to give him a 7. That's actually about fair. I was thinking of giving him an 8 just because it was a dull game. And actually, no, I am going to give him that. When I was in there, we're singing Jonny Evans is a red, he hates Scousers. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's not much to shout about a performance like that. Jonny Evans, you get an 8, son. You get an 8. The Ghost, the Wraith, the Phantom, I'll give him a 6. Just, did what he needed to do. Blocked the ball where he needed to block the ball. A couple of wayward passes, slipped over a couple of times. But just Everton are shit, innit? So he didn't really have to do much, but he did what he needed to do. Give him an average 6. Left back, I thought Lindelof was quite good, actually. Give him a 6. He was good in his duels. He was good when he had to sort of defend his area. Kept Jack Harrison fairly quiet. No problems for Lindelof. Easy game for him. Into midfield. Now, this is where it's going to start getting a bit peak. Casemiro. For me, listen, I don't know if you're going to say it's harsh or whatever. I'm going to say a 5. Really, it could have been a 4 with how bad he was on the ball, but there were some moments where he passed forward and got the ball back, but just not good enough, innit? Just 5. Just like, do you know, like he's just got that blind pass round the corner, and it just highlights the alarming lack of technical ability in our midfield, in our team. It's a big problem for us. It's a big problem, and it's one of the biggest reasons why this team can't move forward unless we have wholesale changes in that area. Again, obviously Mason Mount's been out for the whole season, and some people have given up on that. I haven't. I think he's going to be okay next season. He's technically sound, but what does it look like in a midfield when Bruno's back in it? And if it's with Casemiro and these types of players, it's just not good enough. But yeah, I'm going to give Casemiro a 5. The thing that really annoys me about Casemiro is, look, he can get us big goals. Look, he won us the game against Forest, when nobody else did. So he comes up with big goals and he has that kind of leadership value. So I'm not downplaying that side to his game, but in general of how we want this team to function and to tick over and what we want this team to be, Casemiro's not going to be a part of that with his playing style. He's not savvy on the ball. He's not quick. He can't break up play like he used to in his heyday. And a lot of the time he's not passing to a red shirt, so that's a big issue for me. The lack of technical ability. I respect him as a player. I respect everything he's done in his career, what he's won. But right now, this version of Casemiro ain't what Manchester United need to close the gap on City. It's just not. There's going to be times where he wins us the game. He could come up with an amazing clutch goal against Liverpool that makes us win it 1-0 from a set piece. Those things are still possible, but I'm just saying his generic play in midfield overall, the course of a season, isn't at the required level, in my opinion. Kobbie Mainoo, he had an average game. Again, I feel it for Kobbie because Kobbie can't really get going the way he would like to and the way his playing style is, because he's not playing in a team that's ball dominant. He's not playing in a midfield that wants to pop it around, that wants to be on the front foot, that wants to pass it forward between the lines, that has long spells of possession, recycling the ball where the midfielders are all getting a lot of touches and getting comfortable. He's playing in spells, he's playing in transitions. So, he didn't really get to touch the ball much. I didn't really see him like that today, but he did okay. He did his job. He did his job whenever he did have the ball. A couple of times I thought he maybe got fouled, but the ref didn't give it. He won back the possession a couple of times. He was just okay today. Average game for Cobby, 6. Scott McTominay in the 10. He was terrible, man. He was worse than Casemiro. The problem when you got Scott in the 10 is when he's on the ball and like you're asking him to release it to like a Rashford through the lines or give it to Bruno or whoever, some of those passes were really, really bad. They were so bad. I ain't gonna lie. He just can't play there, can he? Like Scott, you just gotta say, listen, like don't get involved in the build-up of play and stuff like that. You're just gonna nick a goal, etc., etc. And today, I just didn't see it from him. He won a few tackles. He was physical and that, but he kept giving the ball away, man. Not for me today. 4 for Scott. Up front, Rashford on the left scored his penalty that was given to him by Bruno. Surprised Bruno didn't take it again to build up his tally. Had a few runs. He worked hard off the ball. I give him that. For obviously the highlight and the spotlight is on Marcus Rashford at the moment. There's a few times where you get the big switch, and then as a winger, if the ball goes over your head and goes to the opposite fullback or the other winger, you've got to put your head down and run and get back in. He did that, which is the base layer, by the way. That's the base level of work he should be doing, but good to see him doing it. But other than that, not really great. It was average. 6, scored a goal, but he took his penalty well. If he didn't score, he probably would have had a 5, to be fair, because I didn't really see him much. Bruno, false 9. He was okay today in the false 9. I'll give Bruno a 6. Dispatched his penalty well because Pickford went the right way, so he had to dispatch it well. He made some good runs actually. He was all right. He wasn't awful giving the ball away every single time. He did give the ball away sometimes. He wasn't amazing, but that's why I'm saying like a flat 6. I think he was just okay, and obviously he got his goal. On the right hand side, Garnacho. Now Garnacho's an interesting one because if it wasn't for him and him sort of being fearless and keep going, we wouldn't have got 2 penalties. That's the truth. We wouldn't have got 2 penalties, so he done really well in those situations. The first one, I mean, I haven't even heard Sean Dyche after the game yet, but I'm pretty sure he's going to say, well, the first one, James, is soft in my opinion, but the way the game is, stays, it's what it is it? 10 years ago, it's not going to be a foul. You come away to Old Trafford, the ref's going to give it, isn't he? He probably said something like that, and it was a bit soft. But he kicked him on the foot, it's a foul. And then the second one, he done really well. I can't remember who took him down for that, actually. But just got himself inside. Was it Bramthwaite? I can't remember. But anyway, he enticed the defender to make a tackle, got taken out, and he was bright. The other side of Garnacho's game was a bit frustrating because, and you could see that frustration himself because he should have got a couple of goals today. He should have got a couple of goals. He was in good positions and couldn't find the finish. That one where he sat Bramthwaite down, he should have done better. And then the one in the second half where he fired it over. Then he was arriving late, sliding in, trying to slide it in. So he should have done a lot better in terms of scoring himself today. But he won us 2 penalties. So I'm gonna give him a 7 because those 2 penalties led to the 2 goals that made us win the game. And yeah, Jonny Evans gets the 8. Jonny Evans is my man of the match. So yeah, who else came off the bench? Amrabat. Yeah. Amrabat just did his thing. He was all right when he came on. Who else came on? I think that was the only sub. Was that the only sub? Anthony came on. NA, not applicable. Just hardly. And Camboala, again, not applicable. Not on long enough. So, yeah, big up the guys. Listen, on we go to Liverpool. Huh? Ten Hag. Oh, yeah, Ten Hag. Maximum we could do with that team. Give Ten Hag a 6. Clean sheet. Against a crap side like Everton. Yeah, give Ten Hag a 6. 6 Hags out of 10. There you go. Smash the like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let me know what you think of my ratings. I'm out of here. Bring on Liverpool. And AGT, you disgrace. You cheat. Take care. Peace.